So, hey there, guys. I've just watched episode 11 of ReZero. It was a very nice episode and with a interesting flashback. So, the reaction is in the description. Go watch it and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And the discussion starts right now. Um, so, at first, I kind of wanted to be angry at them for splitting the fight with the cliffhanger and then adding a flashback inside there. Jesus, that's evil. But then again, it was an interesting flashback. I'm not sure if it was so needed at this exact place. They could have shown it later after the fight is finished. But they decided to include it here, and this was basically a story about our girls, Ram and Ram, and about their village of demon guys. And I actually have quite a few questions about this whole, um, but we're gonna get to that a bit later. So Mr. Old Guy with two huge horns says that those are twins. This is bad. They took their horns. Gonna dispose of those. But Ram starts crying, and Ram sees it, and like, you do not touch my girl. You do not touch my sister. And she does super strong wind magic, protects everyone, protects her sister, and they realize that this little, just barely, just uh, born basically a few days ago child is strong with magic. And yes, so she was a prodigy. Ram was a prodigy with incredible magic she can do good magic shit. I have to watch how this word is pronounced. Capabilities, right? So she uses water, her wind magic with waterfall. So she basically creates rain. And Ram was always looking at her and at herself basically as an inferior, but that's understandable if someone I mean, being a prodigy is not normal. Being normal is normal, so she is just normal, and she just is because of the fact that she was always with a prodigy sister, she felt like she's weak. But I mean, she's just like as others, and this is perfectly fine. You don't have to look at yourself in a bad way. You have to look at your sister in a more respectful way. This is it. No need to be so sad and like critical about her yourself. Not everyone's gifted with like gift. That's called gift, not because fancy word, but because this is not that everyone gets. This is yes, this is what it is. So, and but parents are good. They say like whatever, if even if Ram is great, our girl Ram is also great. And I mean, yes, she can also do magic in her young age. She's not able to be this strong, but she's still good. But as a little girl growing with this situation, she develops a serious complexes about this. I know if this is right. I mean, in my language, you say complex if there's something. What's it called in English? Let me check. Yeah, it's still called complex. Inferiority complex. She develops it not because she is bad, but because someone she knows is too good. And for a little child, for his psychology not yet strong enough, this is understandable. So I can clearly understand the situation. Even in normal families where there's no prodigies, and if there's a few children in there, there is such a thing like, oh, your brother does that better, or this, or that, or he's smarter, or he's stronger. This is always be present because this is normal. But in her case, it's even multiplied many times. Especially considering that they are demons. They're not just people. They're magical beings that I suppose respect straight and something like that. So they study, they use magic, while Ram can smash a lot of logs. Ram can't do even one, but I mean, what can you do? They're super cute though. But she's practicing, and this is good. And Ram is always Ram is great. She never said anything like, "Ooh, I'm better. Just don't try." I mean, she said, "You are you. Don't think about. Don't overdo anything. If that's what you can do, this is great. No one asks for more. This is you. This is your life. This is your abilities. Just be you, and you're great." And Ram decided that, well, if she's not strong with magic, she can go and cook. And I mean, for a tiny little girl, she created a very complicated feast. Basically, wanted to feed her family with like some very unique resources and a rabbit. And while she was searching for the resources, some magical thunder appeared. Thunderstorm instantly appeared, started throwing fucking lightnings at poor girl. But Ram protected her, and parents like, we're happy you're fine, girl. And she still cooked baked potatoes. The way they're cutting the names of vegetables is just so interesting. And they're still good. So yes, she was always nice and good with cooking. Then she has kind of like haunting dreams about, oh, everyone's not happy with you, you're weak, no 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 no. But I mean, yes, her complex is kicking in, and Ram supports her in the bed together. And this was all fine, and Ram kinda accepted that. At some point, she accepted that, yes, okay, my sister is great. She's untouchable. And I'll be with her. I'll be supporting her, and I'm gonna be me. Because, well, Ram was always good towards Ram. And then, at some fucking night, which is kinda weird, by the way, you know what I'm gonna show you? This is not adding up. So, this is a picture of a moon, right? I mean, this is not moon. This is whatever you call it in different languages. When the shadow of Earth closes it, what's it called? Let me be smart here, just for myself. Though, no, 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 not this one, not this one. Mm, half moon, crescent, crescent. I suppose it's called crescent. That's not an easy word. So you get the idea. I mean, why even I mean explaining you see what the fuck is this? Sorry for being stupid, but you see this is not a full moon, and this happens once a month basically. Once 28 once at 28 days a moon cycle. And you know what I'm going to tell you? This is the same day when those events are happening with girls and some fuckers doing what they're doing. But there was, I can give my arm, I remember seeing it. Shit, it's too loud. I remember seeing that. Where I saw that? One sec, guys. Where was that? It was when her horn was flying. It's gonna happen now. Damn. Yep. Look at that now. Look at that now. It is the same day. Can you see what's with the moon now? It's a full moon now. It is the same day, people. And now I have a question. Is that a mistake, an animation mistake, or a fucking detail? And do not answer me. You can say like, ooh, yeah, that's a nice catch, but do not answer me. It's gonna be considered a spoiler. Whatever if it's mistake or a detail. But this is, yep, you get the idea. This is not how it was before. It was like that. It was like that. And this thing happens once per 28 days. I'm gonna repeat myself just in case you missed that. So I don't know. And the fact it's red, I don't know. This is not normal. And I wonder if that's a detail. So, at this day of an uncertain moon situation, Ram wakes up and goes outside, and the fuck, there's fire everywhere and dead bodies, and what the fuck? And Ram is fighting with some scary creatures with knives. Cultists, I suppose. Witches cult, right? But I have a very, very, very serious question now. Have you seen the old man's fucking horns? Like this big? Have you seen how Ram, not the prodigy, Ram, the little, just a normal demon girl with one horn, not with two, with one. Have you seen how she was fighting in previous episodes? And you're telling me that some fucking stupid fuckers with knives were able to kill all fucking village of demons with two horns and crazy fighting capabilities? Are you serious? How? How? I don't believe it. Something much stronger should be involved in this, not just stupid goons who were like destroyed by Ram in an instant. I haven't seen them using any super strong types of magic. Maybe there was some bosses involved in this, but we haven't seen them. But it's definitely absolutely impossible for those creatures, for those demons, because basically I haven't seen anything stronger than demons in this anime. Even Puck with his like throwing ice fucking things is nothing compared to Ram. I think if you put Ram against Elsa, I don't think Elsa has a chance. Maybe she can cut Ram with some dirty tricks, but it's not gonna be enough. Ram gonna smash this girl with her fucking club. Against Reinhardt, I'm not sure Reinhardt is super OP, but then again, just those creatures overall, like whole village, how they were killed. I just don't understand. Something is not clear in this situation. And the fact that Roswell appeared right at the moment where, oh, two poor girls wounded and one prodigy girl being had a horn cut. Not a fucking head. Not a fucking head. This mumble bumble dude with a knife that cut a horn, specifically cut a horn, not fucking head. I repeat. What's that? Maybe that's because that was needed for Mr. Roswell Sama to be with the girl and to do something with her. I don't know. Of course, maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe yes, but this is something that kind of connects. Whatever, however you look at this, Roswell was sitting with her. Like basically every day they had this procedure. You know, maybe she still has some power in her, and he kind of comforts her, but gets something from her. I don't know. I just don't feel safe about the man. And he said he's gonna kill the dragon. Oh, really? Why would you kill a dragon? as far as I understand, the dragon is considered to be somewhat god creature in this world. They swear. I mean, not swear. I mean, like not. They swear by the dragon. I swear by the dragon that I'm gonna do that. And he wanna kill the dragon for what reason? Because he is an enemy of a witch? Huh? Huh? I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm saying bullshit and stupid crap, but I don't trust this guy. Quite a lot of different details point out that he's fishy. Him flying around, stuff happening. Why he saved Subaru though? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe that was to kind of protect his alibi. I don't know. That's why I'm uncertain, because there are some good things about him, there are some bad and weird things about him. And that makes him a gray character that I don't understand. But for me personally, it's not gonna be surprising if such like goofy, funny character ends up being a bad guy, considering he's exceptionally strong with magic. It's gonna be nice for a villain to be strong with magic. Um, I don't know. If you haven't seen Star Wars or like afraid of spoilers of Star Wars, skip few minutes. There was a nice, interesting moment about Star Wars, about the prequel theory trilogy. In the first episode, yes, it's called episode, right? Yes, there was a character of Jar Jar Binks, right? This goofy, idiotic creature. Someone liked him, someone hated it. I personally liked him, especially in my translation. He sounded very funny. But there are rumors, and there are quite nice facts proving those rumors that he was intended to be like an evil Sith Lord. And all his goofiness was just to people to not see him as a threat. But he was doing a lot of things that were not intentionally but harming here and there. I mean, you can look in the internet or whatever. There is a video explaining Jar Jar theory, and this is incredible, guys. This is incredible. This is this good. And I basically see him as kind of this similar situation. But unfortunately, since from the very first episode in Star Wars, people were not happy with Jar Jar. They actually hated that, and people hated the initial prequels trilogy. Though I personally liked it. I personally liked all the movies except for the latest 3, 7, 8, 9. I haven't even seen 9, and I don't even want to. But since people didn't like Jar Jar, they decided to basically rewrite the plot and replace him with a generic villain. You can notice it. He was present in the first episode everywhere, but then they just cut him. Cut him. He appears in fucking 2 frames, and here it is. Because they rewrited the plot. I mean, maybe this is just an idea, but that's interesting. So, anyways, as always, I went everywhere to the other galaxy, basically, with this discussion. We're having a flashback here. And so we discussed that those goons shouldn't be able to kill those super seriously strong demon creatures, but they killed them. Ram protected her sister, and the goon, one of the goons, was able to cut Ram's horn, but was not successful with cutting her head, though. So it is what it is. And Mr. Roswell-sama appears and saves two little children, gets them to his mansion, and they start serving to him. Seems fishy, people, but who knows? And and then there's a beautiful moment of Ram basically. She now has the responsibility for her sister. Before that, Ram was the one who had all the skills, who had all the power and praise. But now Ram lost her straight, and Ram is now her straight. I mean, demon straight. And she wanted to do her best to at least somewhat replace Ram. She was trying to do the best she can. So Ram sees that and is like, okay, that's how I would have done it. So something like that. I mean, you get the idea. And this is great. And even though she's trying her best, she still thinks that she's worse than Ram. But we saw that actually Ram can't cook, can't do basically anything as good as Ram does. So it's just her complex still going on. That's yeah. And we got Subaru-kun, who ended up curing the stupid complex. And this is great. So then we switch to fight again. They run and Ram says like, "Why you guys saved me? I needed to do that. Now you and my sister are in danger, and you cannot do that. I have to do that. Nothing changed. I haven't changed." She's starting doing the thing. Oh, and she kind of explains why she feels so responsible for that. Not just because she wanted to help him, but because she could have helped him the moment before he was attacked by those dogs. When he was protecting her, she had a chance to grab his arm and also help him, but she failed. I mean, she hesitated because ooh, witches smell, and Subaru end up being cursed with all those doggies, and that's a good that they explain the situation why she feels so bad about it. But Subaru has a great cure for that. Just smash poor girl's head, Eren style. I just yeah, Eren from the first season of Attack on Titan smashing girls. I mean, he smashed her so hard that he's bleeding now. Never do this, people. Protect your fucking head. It's for thinking, not for smashing other heads. It's only in the movies you can do that. If you're gonna literally smash someone's head, you're probably gonna drop dead. I mean, probably not dead, but this is not good for your body and especially for your brain. Protect your brain. You are in your brain. So Subaru has a great idea, and Ram as well. Being Ram says like brilliant plan. We're gonna go. Um, so he says, "You go away, girlies." Pats Ram, and the way she's looking at him, I mean, she is fascinated by this man now. And Subaru runs towards the little doggy like, "I'm gonna kill ye, I'm gonna kill ye." And little doggy transforms into a huge Godzilla looking doggy. Huge. I mean the same CG doggy, but huge. And Ram screams, "No, please stop, my man is dying there." But my man uses shamak and Hoko fruit that kiddos gave him. Good fruit though. Inserts the knife, fights and stuff, but ends up kinda losing. And here you go, Ulgo! Appears Mr. Roswell Sama like a fucking Iron Man throwing fireballs everywhere, destroys, kills all the doggies. Appears, starts singing like, "Nah, hoo, 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 hoo. Hear my power." I think Subaru Ram jumps on Subaru like, "Oh my god, I love you so much, so much. You're so brave, you're so good." And Subaru loses his consciousness here because, yes, if Ram would have lied on me, I'd probably also lose consciousness from happiness and excitement. And he wakes in the house in the manner, in the. But does that mean he survived that? Right? Is he? Does he have a checkpoint now or not? Is that the day he shouldn't been able to survive or not? I kind of lost count. We need the dates here as they were in Steins Gate, so you can actually count what the hell is happening. So he awakes and hears Ram, still feeling bad about this all happening. And I actually not gonna go into details here because this was a long ass and beautiful scene and we all read the subtitles and I just don't need to go through it. We can basically summarize that Subaru cured her complex completely. And by doing so, he made her like him even more than before. But there was a great scene. I mean, there was a great scene that was super nice, and Rem smiles, super beautiful. Rem. I mean, I like her as well. Not as much as Ram, but in the last few episodes we spent quite a lot of time with her, and from just stupid killer, not stupid, but from like killer girl, she's now an interesting character with different quirks, and she was definitely what's the word? No, 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 not that. Vulnerable and sensitive, yes. She was definitely vulnerable and sensitive in this episode. And as every man, basically, you kind of see girls, little girls, as those little creatures you want to protect. Either they're liking it or not liking it, this is nature, people. Because the girls are basically not as big as men, and we just have the urge to protect. And looking at Ram now, I mean, yes, she killed Subaru on a few occasions, I suppose. At least we know about one. At least, not no, it's not confirmed completely, but most likely that was the case. But looking at her crying, you just want to hug little girl and comfort her. So they had a great time, and Subaru, I mean, mad respects to the guy again. No one asked him to comfort her, to go that far, but he just done it because he cares about her and about others. And then we go to the weird scene of Ram and Mr. Roswell Sama discussing the situation. He said something about some child missing, or am I wrong? No. Look at this fucking face. Do you trust this fucking face? I don't know, people. This guy looks evil to me. I don't believe he's good. I feel like he's somewhat connected to the witch, or maybe he wanna. Maybe he's not connected to the witch, but maybe he wanna take her place or something. So he's more as a bad guy to me. I'm not sure. I hope I'm wrong. It's not like I hope I'm wrong. I'm not gonna be against him being bad, but it's just I cannot be sure about him. And what I really hate is that Ram is with this fucker. But as far as I understand, he kind of helps her because she basically has a scar a magical scar from her horn. And he either heals her or comforts her or something, so they have these like daily procedures. I hope he's helping her. And I hope they're not doing more than just that. Don't touch my girl at weird places. What was he saying about... Oh yeah, and he said that I must win this battle for the throne no matter what it takes. Wait a minute. You? I thought Emilia is gonna... Oh, you mean he's a supporter. Ram knows about him quite a lot. I don't want her to become bad as well. This is gonna be super sad. I don't trust this guy. He wants to win the battle for the throne, so he basically wants Emilia to become queen, so he can get some of the um, power, and he wanna kill the dragon. For what reason, Mr. Roswell? You want to kill the dragon? This is all so fishy. And they also said something about... Where was that? By the way, Ram, did you find the one who was controlling the beast? So someone was controlling those stupid dogs. Even the big one, right? Or the small one, depending on... Yes, but the trail has already vanished. Uh-huh. It seems one of the children that Barusa and Rem brought back from the forest disappeared the next day. So there were 6 or something children. One of them was Petra, and someone's missing again. Is this going to be another battle for the throne? The Bowel Hunter, Beast Masters. What the hell? Oh, Bowel Hunter is Elsa. Beast Masters. We have involved ourselves with some bizarre characters. You're a bizarre character, Mr. Roswell-sama. No matter how many strange characters you face, you're gonna kill them all. Yes, yes, yes. To lose heart. And the fact he's voiced by the monkey guy as well. I mean, we kinda know monkey guy. He's definitely not a white character, to say the least. He kinda cures her, or what? Since that fiery night, my body has belonged to you, Roswell-sama. So Ram, after she was saved by him during that fiery night when she lost her horn, Ram is actually completely taken by this man. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, that seems like it might have been planned by him. To take this prodigy girl that has a strong ass horn, to somehow disable it, but still there's some potential in her, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe. But I don't like this guy, and I don't like the connection between him and Ram, and there's the whole flashback makes no sense. Everything that happens in there, a lot of details are definitely missing in there, or it's just it just makes no sense completely. And Subaru and Emilia, they're like, yeah, we're going on a date, and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna go on a date. The end. What? Yes, it was fast, but I should end somewhere. That was not interesting, him speaking. The least interesting thing in this anime is relationship between Subaru and Emilia because they have sparkles around already. And here you go. It was quite an interesting episode. And I feel like it gave a lot of details, and I feel like it specifically missed some of those. Not included them. But we're gonna see. So it was 11. It was episode 11, right? So there should be supposed to be an OVA between 11 and 12. And guess what? There's not gonna be an OVA between 11 and 12. I'm gonna watch the whole anime, and then maybe, just maybe, I will watch the OVA. If people are gonna be very, very, very asking for it. Just maybe. Because fuck those OVAs. Whoever creates those is an evil person. And with that said, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.